like me who love numbers, who are inspired by numbers, need to make sure that those numbers have an explanation and can be understood by other people who don't love numbers. We need to be able to articulate what that actually means and to put it into perspective in the lives of those around us.
And this always interested me. I'm fairly sure flies are on this planet to annoy humans and horses, but also to reproduce. So it's always very interesting that a fly's most fundamental behaviour could be so influenced by his social environment. And it got me thinking, to what extent are we as people products of our social environment?
Today, I would like to talk to you about women in racing, and every man in the room sighs. But to any man, or indeed woman, who just sighed, rolled their eyes, or worse even, switched off, take this quote from US feminist author Marie Scheer as a little food for thought. Feminism is the radical notion that women are people.
Not only did I learn that day that I had a lot to learn about riding, I also had a lot to learn about life. And Bambi was the horse who was going to teach it to me. Horses live in the moment. They follow their instincts. They don't think about what they're going to eat for dinner tomorrow or accidentally kicking their friend in the face last week.
I thought back to my See the Stars moment and how it made me feel. It was heart-racing, exhilarating, pure and utter ecstasy. For me, horse racing is the perfect combination between man and beast that sometimes culminates in moments so perfect that they make the hairs on the back of your neck stand up.
So I do believe that there is room for both types of influence. One is probably more quantifiable. But which one do we think will have a bigger impact on someone's life on the long term?
Risk. It's a word that carries negative connotations. But why do we view risk in a negative light? Well, to take a risk can take us out of our comfort zone. It can bring about unwanted stress and even lead to failure. But taking risks can pay off.
Having the courage and the bravery and being confident in how you live your life, how you conduct yourself, and how you make decisions is extremely important to all of us. And I think we do ourselves an injustice in not nurturing that sooner.
On August 28th, 2004, I was 10 years old, I was terrified of thunderstorms, and I was an emerging gambler. So it was also the first time I got to go to the Travers Stakes in Saratoga Springs.
And I walked out that day absolutely positively certain that I was going to fail for the first time in my life. And I catastrophized in my head, imagining myself walking up to some big shot trainer, "Hi there, Mr. Billamont," and asking him a ridiculous question like, "What is the distance of the Met Mile?" and making an utter fool of myself.
My future ambition and goal is to open a racetrack in Charleston, South Carolina. It takes only 7 seconds to form a first impression of an idea or a person.
If you let fears create boundaries within which you can't move or grow up on, it will limit your life forever. Whereas if you stand up and face your fears head on, it will lead to unlimited opportunities and really success and happiness in life. When stress turns to distress, it impedes us. It blocks our ability to live life to the full. Instead, we can learn to stand up to our fears instead of running away from them.